Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about a review that is going to be underway soon. And we're going to talk about some of the excitement that it has created, the announcement of this review, and why it might be a little premature for that. And I think people may be misreading what this review is likely to do. So, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, the U.S. Department of Justice announced that they're going to be doing a review of specialized law enforcement teams, like the Scorpion team. Recently, I did a video talking about this, how historically plainclothes teams with a whole lot of leeway, not a lot of oversight or accountability, lead to misconduct. The Department of Justice is launching a review. This is what they're calling it. People are misinterpreting this and turning it into an investigation. Two very different things. They are going to be reviewing it. So what you're probably going to get is a historical review, which is basically that video that I put out, and then a current review of teams like this across the country. They're going to be reviewing their actions, comparing it to the normal rate of incident among like normal law enforcement, comparing misconduct rates, effectiveness, all of this stuff. That's what they're going to do. This is a paper thing. Now, does that mean that it's pointless? Not really, because when they do this, typically what it means is they are going to change how they hand out money. That tends to get the attention of the administration within law enforcement agencies. Police chiefs like all that federal money. If the feds conduct this review and find what I'm pretty certain they're going to find, they will probably not fund those types of teams. They will probably say that resources that they paid for through grants can't be used for them. That, as messed up as this is, it's a statement of reality. The risk of losing the funding will do more to end those programs than all of the body cam footage in the world. All of the misconduct that occurs. It's that money that will get them to shift away from this. Now, do I think DOJ knows that? Probably. This is probably a method for the Civil Rights Division to get something going to curtail this nationwide without having to go into a whole bunch of different departments and actually do a thorough investigation. This is a way to stop the problem rather than engage with those who have already overstepped their bounds and engaged in misconduct. This is a way to just kind of stop it. Some would classify it as sweep it under the rug and pretend like it never happened, but stop it from happening in the future. If somebody said that to me, I wouldn't argue. I mean, that's kind of what is likely to occur from this. So, is it good? I mean, it's a step, but I don't think people should expect the Department of Justice to be showing up in their particular city looking at the misconduct specifically of that particular team and expecting them to arrest those cops, because that is not a likely outcome from this. The more likely outcome is that 2 years from now, that team doesn't have any funding. That's probably how this is going to play out. So it's good in the sense that long term, it gets rid of these types of teams, which historically have caused issues. But as far as what I think most people are looking for when it comes to really dealing with the cops who have engaged in misconduct, probably not going to occur through this method. Now, that may change if one of the cities that they choose to go and do a modern review of, stuff that is currently happening, if they happen to stumble on a bunch of stuff, that's a little bit different. But that's not really what they're going to be setting out to do, not based on what I've read about it. It's more of a review to gauge effectiveness versus misconduct, see if it's really worth it, which by all data collected by journalists and everybody else, they're going to find out it's not worth it, it's not effective, which will curtail the money. So that's your long-term benefit from it. But don't think that means they're going to show up in your town and cops that have a bad reputation there are going to end up in cuffs. That's not likely. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.